Hello and welcome to White Eagles podcast. I'm Mitad, your host. Thanks for tuning in. And in today's episode, we're just going to discuss the overnight Nations League results draw that pitted Serbia into Group 4 against Spain, Denmark, Switzerland, and then us. Well, obviously in Group 4 or Pot 4 out of all those pots last night. And the draw, I was kind of on the fence. I honestly, I don't think it really mattered who we got out of all those pots. I think it was all going to be difficult, and I think the group we have is very difficult. So obviously, by now you know that we have Spain, Denmark, and then Switzerland in our draw. By no way any of this is going to be easy. Just to go over the world rankings, Spain is ranked 6th at the moment, Denmark 10th, Switzerland 16th, and Serbia is ranked 25th. So obviously we're the lowest in that group. Now, you could probably make an argument that we probably do have the personnel to beat Denmark and Switzerland. We've said that before already. But unfortunately, Switzerland's got us twice already at two consecutive World Cups. That hasn't been good for us, hasn't been pretty as well. Denmark, last time we played them, we lost 4-0 in a friendly. And obviously we have them at the Euros coming up in June, July. So, we're playing them back-to-back. Probably what happens in the Euros will probably carry over into the Nations League draw and the games. And obviously you got Spain. Spain obviously are world class, but their last World Cup was pretty shocking. Just probably as bad as ours, to be honest. So, unless they have a radical overhaul, you could probably take Spain in this World Cup. I'd say, I personally, in this Nations League, you could probably take them. So, looking at this group, yes, it's very difficult. Do I think we'll win many games in this group? No, I don't. But at the same time, September is a long way away. Does Stojkovic remain? Who do we keep from the current squad? Who retires after the Euros? We could be looking at a major overhaul by September. All depends on how we go at these Euros. So I definitely think, just looking at it before any of that happens, you'd say Spain will probably win this group. And then you'll be out of Denmark, Switzerland or Serbia to finish second. And then whatever happens after that, I think only the top one goes through and makes it to the sort of the playoffs and whatnot. But I definitely think that Serbia's got a lot to do here. It all depends on who remains after the squad after the Euros. Obviously, we know Switzerland and we know the provocations we could receive as a result. Do I think the two shiptards will come to Serbia and play this game? I don't think they will come. I think they will sit back and not come to Serbia. And then you got the game when it gets played in Switzerland. There's a lot of Serbs in Switzerland that will attend this game and barrack for Serbia. So there will be a lot of home support. So you could probably beat them at home with a packed stadium, packed Maracana, and then you go away. Hopefully there's a lot of Serbs in that stadium, and you could probably do it there as well. Denmark, maybe at home, you could probably knock them off, but then you go to Denmark, I don't think we could beat them there. Spain, the last time we had Spain in the qualification group was for World Cup 2006, where we actually topped the group. We drew away in Spain. It was 1-1. Matej Kecman scored the equaliser for Serbia, or Serbia and Crna back then. And we topped the group, and we went direct to the World Cup 2006. And Spain had to qualify through the groups, through the playoff game, and that's a long time ago now. It's almost 20 years ago. But we do have good history with Spain. It's not something that, like when we play Holland, where we always lose and we always get like a beating, and we go out and of tournaments. Spain, they don't really have that on us. And Denmark, last time from memory we ever had Denmark in a qualification group was in Euro 92. For Euro 92, where we topped the group. Obviously we were kicked out and they replaced us. So Denmark, someone we haven't played in a while in qualification, and it's definitely someone that I think we can beat as well. Switzerland, I think it was for the Euro 2002 World Cup qualification, we played them. We've got a couple of draws, and we didn't go to we didn't go to the World Cup back then. But that's the last time I think we had Switzerland in the group. So all in all, look, it's not an easy group. It's not a hard group. It'll be definitely something we struggle with, especially the way we're playing now. It all depends if Stojkovic remains after these Euros. Unless he plays really fantastic at these Euros, it might be time for him to leave. Tactically, he's obviously not there. But, I mean, I had my heart set on Italy, Poland as well in this group, and Denmark. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of them. But, we'll see. Nations League starts in September. I think it ends in September to December. And then we'll know where we sit. And I mean, if I had to predict, I'd probably think it would drop out and go back to Group B or Nations League B, which I think honestly we probably belong. It's good to mix it with the big boys to say we're in Group A and we're amongst the best teams in the Europe. But I think somewhere in Nations B, which is probably where we belong, and probably where honestly tactically, if you don't qualify first in a group, you top the group in B, you have that extra sort of playoff spot in your pocket in case you don't qualify through the group stage and finishing first. That'll be for the next World Cup. Next Euros. It won't even for this. I don't think we'll top it, so we won't have that in our pocket for the next World Cup qualification, which will start next year. So probably for Euro 2000 and when is it? Euro 2028. We could probably have that in our pocket, but if we drop back to B and we top that group, we'll have that. Anyway, it's been a long time between drinks. I haven't posted a video in ages. With the time difference, I always struggle to catch up with the news overnight because we're sleeping and I got a couple kids. So it's always hard to do these in the moment. But I hope you follow my YouTube channel. Hope you follow me on Instagram, White Eagles Podcast. You see there, Twitter as well. For some reason, my Twitter's not loading. I think it's the Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin interviews just crashed my Twitter account. Nothing's loading. Follow me on all these accounts, and I guess probably release another video in March when our upcoming friendlies against Cyprus and Russia take place. But at least the good news is Nemanja Gudel is returning to training after his MCL injury. That MCL injury won't take him out of the Euros, so we'll definitely have him ready. I'd say by June. We're only in February now; it's 4 months away. I think he will bounce back by then, so he will be in our squad. And obviously, a lot of talk about Alexander Popovic and Stefan Bajcetic playing in the Serb team for the Euros. There's a lot of talk. I'm seeing that Popovic already made his mind up that he's going to play for Germany. What are you going to do? Bajcetic could play for Spain against Serbia. Wouldn't that be ironic? Break our hearts. Definitely someone I'd love to have in our midfield, especially with Gudel getting older. Have someone like him, his pace and speed in that midfield would be fantastic. But we'll see. I think Stojkovic and the FA really have their work cut out for him to convince him to play for Serbia. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.